All right, we're trying to finish up this Magic Realm game. We're on week 4. Amazon, Swordsman, and the Witch are still alive. The White Knight is dead. He's still holding on to 2 points. And those are his prowess points that he accumulated before his untimely demise at the hands of the octopus. And or the spider. I forget actually which one really finally got him, but I think the octopus and the spider both did. they were they were fighting over his drowned corpse. So we got week 4. The swordsman's sort of in a bad place. I mean, he might score a point or two in here, but I don't know that he's going to win. We do have 3 more events. This crew has not been good at clearing events for me. So we got the Riddle Game, the Dwarven Smith, and the Dead Adventurer. The Riddle Game's over here, so again, it looks like the Witch might collect that. The Dead Adventurer's up in the Crag. That's a rough one. And the Smith's at the Lost Castle. Maybe. Return the Smith to the house or guardhouse. Oof, the house is terrible. The guardhouse is only a little less terrible the last week in the game. Maybe that should become any dwelling at some point, just to make it easier to cash in. He is cool though because it's a big reward in my opinion, right? You upgrade your weapon, and that could be a huge deal. That changes the game when you get that done. But at this late phase, I'm fairly certain no one's going to convert that. The Amazon has Wolf Tamer, Ghost Hunter, and Quiet Knight. So I think she actually just wants to get back to the circus, get this guy, turn in her otherwise crappy cards, maybe grab the Warlock. Don't know. In any case, that's sort of where she is heading. And I will say, unfortunately, the dragons reappeared, because otherwise this tile was pretty clean. It isn't now. But I think she can move pretty quickly through. So she's going to move to 1 and then 6 and then 3. So move 1, move 6, and move 3. She's just going to move. And she is done. The swordsman, again, he also will, with the troll in tow, he will just move to Evil Valley 4. Move into the valley. And the witch, she has sort of, she has to move to 1. She's still trying to be a thief. Move to 1, move to the chapel, hide, and search. So again, she's sort of stuck in that loop for now. So we have 7 days left, and let's see where we end up. A 1, so the dragons will appear. That's going to suck a little bit. The swordsman will just go first, and he goes there, and he is done. Now it's the Amazon. She goes 1, 2, 3. Smoke's going to draw first. Roar draws second. So she gets that guy on her. Sucks a little bit. She can actually kill him with the penetrating grease. So maybe she just fights that dude. The witch goes out, moves back in. She's going to take a hide. Oh, she fails. And, she's just going to have to run out of there again because she can't do anything there this turn. And so, wait, but she could have a rough time because now the patrol is also there. So she has, 2 unfriendlies? Yeah. and 1 neutral. The neutral's the important one. Well, 5, no deal. So they're not going to dink with her. So, I mean, she'll roll for the unfriendlies, and maybe they don't. She rolls a 3, 2, or 1 on both of these, and they don't dink with her. Well, the first one says no deal, so they're nice. The second, no, they block battle, so the you know, and then she has to run. Done. Let's do the Amazon. So we got a heavy dragon. Normally she cannot kill the heavy dragon, but she is going to activate this penetrating grease. Now she plays a fight and a move. So this will be the move. This will be the fight. If this guy doesn't flip, she's going to kill him. And actually, she could play him on her guy's card here. So the dude goes here. He goes here. She will then play just like that, and she will activate the penetrating grease anyway. So now we have a couple shots to hit him. Sure. The dragon ends up lining right up. Does the dragon flip? He does not. The bow will go off first. And we roll a single die for the bow. It's heavy and armored. I think he needs a +1. Oh, he gets +1 level. So the archer actually kills this guy. He does heavy damage with a extra star. The star comes off, of course. He kills the dragon. The Amazon gets 5 prowess from that. It's not quite enough yet, but she does get it and clears her way through the rest of the borderlands. So that is the end of the day. I think the next day... the next day, and of course the grease is gone. So that's the only part that sucks. She returns it to the crone. Right there. Okay. The next day we will hide. We will extra move to the circus. She has to end the day there. Man, the main problem is simply there's just no time left. There's just not that much time left. But I think she can get this one last thing done. I'm fairly certain. So she's going to end her day at the circus. Yeah, and then she's going to have to bop back in there. So done. So that is her day. And unfortunately, she has to end her day there. So she can actually hide 4 times, then use an extra move. And then what she'll do is she'll turn these in. See if she can't get super lucky. The swordsman, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And pick up the warlock, I think. I think it's just move, 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 and move to the warlock. And again, that's a little bit brash and a little bit I mean, I suppose I should have stuck a day and tried to find the lost city and find his cache. But again, getting stuck in the cavern, I don't think was a winner for him. With the goblins all around too, hard to hide. So he's going to try to make a run for it. If he gets caught by anything but the pole, he's going to be fine. The pole, I think he's stuck trying for a stalemate at that point. A stalemate will be fine if he can get the stalemate. He's then going to make the run to the circus. And if he, so getting caught is a 1 in 6. Then the stalemate's about a 50-50. So really, he has an 11 in 12 chance of not dying in the mountains with the White Knight. But a 1 in 12 chance of dying in the mountains right next to the body of the White Knight. So hey, such is life. She's going to repeat her move. This is going to end up being a crappy week. I can smell this. This week's going to suck and nothing's going to get done, and I'm going to be upset the whole time. Yep. I can smell it. All right, monster roll. This is for day 23. 4 giants and trolls. Now the trolls are out. That's good. The swordsman will go, and he goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I don't think anything appears there. And he is good. The warlock starts to follow him. And that is that. She's going to go here. She is going to hide 3 times or 4 times or some ungodly number of times. She does. And Roar would normally draw something, but it doesn't in this case because all the trolls are dead or gone. And so she is good. She collects her blowgun. And she will ready that also, just like the other guys didn't. And at the end of the day, she's going to turn in... I mean, she could also turn in Quiet Night. She probably isn't assuming... She could turn Quiet Night in too, because I'm not assuming that I'm actually going to get to use it, really. And she gets Troll Slayer, Pilgrimage, and Danger Sense. Ugh. Well... and Danger Sense. So, there you go. And so she can place a visitor at a dwelling. Sure, she'll place the crone. I mean, hell, she'll place the crone at the circus. Done. So there you go. And that is her day. And nothing appears. And then the witch is going to try to go back in there. She's going to try to be hidden. She is not hidden, and thus has to run back out again. We'll do her crappy day first. The patrol is okay with her, and thus really the other ones hardly matter. They're going to insult her. She's going to run out again. Done. So, not that I wouldn't. So what I typically do not kill anyone that you don't have reason to kill or that you are unfriendly. So you either have to be enemies with them, right? Unfriendly or enemies with them. Be insulted by them. Or challenged. Or have some, casus belli there. Which she doesn't have. So I'm not going to just kill the patrol because she probably could just kill the patrol, or at least some of them. But that's her day. I don't think there's anything else today. And so we are speeding along to the next day. So she now has a blowgun in her possession. These quests are absolutely pointless to her. And so now what she's trying to do is just get back. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 to Borderlands 1. Move, extra move, and move. Well, move, and extra move to BL1. And she is done. The swordsman is also trying to bust his way back. 1, 2, but he can only get to Borderlands 5. he's going to still beat her. I didn't think he was going to beat her. I thought he was going to get caught. Move to 5. And he is done. And then, and then she is literally going to waste another day doing this. She's going to win this game. She's going to back into the win. Like, she's backing into this win. She's like that playoff team, one of those, NFL playoff teams, but they lose their last 4 games. But everybody else also loses their last 4 games. And so it doesn't matter. She's sort of like that. Day 24, let's get a monster roll. It is a 3. Ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopus. And our guy's going to go because he goes 1, 2. Done. And he's thankful he got out of here, because if so, he'd got caught by that guy. The Amazon, we'll just have her go 1, 2, 2, and 3. So she is moving, but I don't think she's going to make it in time. And then the witch has the same problem the witch had before, which is she needs to be hidden. She is, as she waltzes back in there. And now she needs to search a 4 or a 1. Please. I saw all the numbers go. She does not steal their stuff. Done. And that is that for day 24. We are writing day 25. The Amazon is going to waltz in there. I mean, she'll hide. Extra move. The funny part is she doesn't even really have to hide. She's hiding in case something else appears. So that's why she's going to hide. The Swordsman is going to do a double move into the circus. Move and move to the circus. And I think he is going to score it, maybe? We'll see. That'll be his triumph for the day. The witch, who is hidden, she's going to hide. Search, hope for the best. And we are done, and we are ready to roll on day 25. 6, so bats. Ugh. Never like bats. Never like them. Swordsman will go first because he just wants to make sure, 1, 2, that he can get this done. And he does do it. He scores the circus. I think the circus is a single point. But one VP. So this is it's a terribly ridiculous goal. He scores 1 VP. That gives him 2 cards. He gets 10 gold. So that puts him to 26 gold. That is not quite enough to, it cements him number 2, I suppose. And 2 times the prowess of the creature that he dragged there, which is 8. So he gets 16 prowess. So strangely enough, that isn't enough to move him in any category. He beats the Amazon, but he's not beating the Knight or the Witch. The Circus goes away. We can delete all the blowguns. This goes to the dead pile as though it would have been killed. The Amazon's blowgun disappears. She puts that back. And the Circus, which caused so much trouble for so many, is gone and cleared off of the board. And now it's the witch's turn. The witch needs to hide. And she has failed so many of these recently. She succeeds. Now she has 3 searches. No, 1, 3 steals. This is it. No. 2, this is it. This is it. This is going to be the one. I feel it. No, she fails 3 times. She's done. And the Amazon is going to hide and walk in there. So she hides twice. It's actually good that she hid twice. She succeeds. and nothing appears. But now she is incapable of killing that guy. So there you go. She's incapable of killing him. She can't tranquilize him anymore. She is done, and she is probably not scoring any more points, really, at the moment. Troll Slayer, Pilgrimage, and Danger Sense are literally worse than. I mean, she might have even gotten. If she kept Ghost Hunter, she might have gotten to the ghosts in time, but she's not going to get to anything else in time. So that's a bad day for her. Oh, and we're going to turn the Warlock in too before at the dwelling. So he will score a third card point. And that actually puts him at 4. So I'm sorry, before I did the whatchamacall. So he's got that going for him too. So I think the Amazon hides, tries to loot the Hoard. That's going to be her gig for the last couple days. Hopefully she'll get something useful. What is this guy going to do? So he actually scored 2 points today because he also got Warlock. So that's his third card point. So good for him. But he doesn't have a lot going on anymore. He's going to end up in Borderlands 6. He's just going to move to Borderlands 6. Move 6. And the witch is going to hide, search, and she is done. So we are up to day 26, I believe. What is the monster roll for day 26? It is goblins. Swordsman will go just because. Bam, he can. Nothing appears. The Amazon is next. She's going to hide. If not, she's going to get stuck there and have to run. She hides. She loots because she can loot the Hoard. She gets the 6th treasure in the pile. Sort of lame. It is a scroll of nature. Not awesome for her, but it is good. She doesn't have ancient scrolls. That's the other guy. This would be multiplayer. I'd be like desperately trying to trade up for points, but that's never going to be. So she's done. The witch is hiding, trying to score her final point, and she fails. So now she's stuck here again. I think that's the day too. So the patrol. Does the patrol stop her? They do not. So the order doesn't care. The Lancers block and battle her, and she has to run away. Done. Again. Okay. No, I'd end up in 5. That's my fault. I wrote that move wrong. He ends up in 5. That always tricks me. I don't know why. I always get those two sort of weirdly mixed up. So I think the Amazon is going to this is literally what she's going to do. She's going to hope to find a great treasure and sort of luck out there. The Swordsman is going to make a move into the mountain, and he's going to search and see if he can't find that one spot there to maybe get to the monastery, maybe. And then finally, she's got to do this crap. You know what? She's not. I think so. She's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to move to the Riddle Gang, to the Imp, because Yep, done. And she's going to take her shot there at this rate. So, I mean, maybe that's a bad idea. But she can literally fatigue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so she can get a lot of rolls at that. So she can probably get that one last point. So I think we're on day 27. Yeah. And it's the swordsman. And we're just going to let him go for now. And he goes 1 and he searches. Oh, wait, we need a monster roll. This is super important for our guy here. Is bats. So he goes up there. He searches. Looking for a 1, 2, or 3. And he gets a 2. So he does indeed find 4, 6 mountain. So mountain 4, 6, but he will draw bats in flutter. So just the first bat in flutter. The witch goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Amazon is hiding. She succeeds. She loots. Come on, big loot. Ah, gosh, darn it. 6th most treasure again. She gets the good book. Now, she does get a notoriety value. Like, she gets half. That's not going to be, or in prowess, it's not going to be enough. She is done. He is done. They're all done. Everyone is done. It is so the witch that night. She's gonna fatigue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I think that gets her some ridiculous number of rolls. You can fatigue any number. You get 1 roll plus 1 for every additional 2 asterisks. So that is 5 rolls total. A 3, 2, or 1, and you answer the riddle. Done. And she does it on the first try. She fatigued way too much. But what does that get her? That gets her 1 VP and a small treasure. So the witch gets her card. That's going to get her a 9th point. So that's cool. She does get a small treasure. This could be, who knows? This could be a great treasure. This could be something amazing. It isn't. It's the keys. And she is done. Last day. The very, very last day. The Amazon is simply going to repeat. She's going to try to find something. The swordsman. I think he's going to hide. So he's going to hide. He's going to move in there. He's going to hide twice and move in. Done. And he is done. And then, frankly, the witch is going to play Quiet Night just because. So that's going to get her 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it barely matters, actually. So she plays that, and she is done with that. And she is just going to sit there that evening, I think. Yeah, done. So the swordsman's going to go first. Well, we need a monster roll, sorry. Oh, 2 monster rolls. Oh, it's day 7. A little annoying that the last day is also... So we get this and this. Again, it's clunky. And the reason it's clunky is because now these guys all come back. So we have to manage dudes again. These guys come back. The octopus disappears. The patrol disappears. And the bat disappears. Done. Swordsman's going to go. The swordsman hides. He does. He moves up there. And that's literally all he's going to do. And that's going to get him a point because he will score the monastery. I spelled monastery wrong. I don't know how to spell the monastery, so there. So strangely enough, he's going to score his 4th card point, and that's going to give him 5 points, and he ends up tied with the Amazon. The Amazon is going to go. She's going to hide and search. She does hide. Come on, she can get any one of these. It's less than a 6. 5. She gets the 5th card. And it is, oh my gosh, it is the flippin' magic wand. That is the best. So that is a great treasure. And that is going to score her 2 points because no one else in the game has yet found a great treasure. And so that scores her 2 points. That's sort of what she was looking for. And she is done. And then the witch is going to sit there hoping that indeed the wolves show up. And they do. But I don't know that. I mean, I suppose. So she's going to, and that's fine. She gets mobbed by wolves. I think, I mean, we can, this is one of those fights where, so she's going to turn into the damn troll. She has a 33% chance of killing one of these guys, and otherwise, it's every other round she has to do it, or the combat ends. Except for the first. First round. Sorry. First round she fatigues. Done. So the first round doesn't count. This is the first round. It doesn't count. Does she get a 1 or a 4? No. Okay. Done. Second round. Does she get a 1 or a 4? She does. So she's going to kill this guy. So we're good. We're on round 0 stalemates. Second guy, nope. So 1 stalemate, 2 stalemates. The battle's over. The witch ends up getting 1 prowess out of that, which is not enough to change her situation. If she killed all of them, she would have had 21 prowess, which would have been 40, just still not enough. The White Knight still would have won that. So I think you were looking at the final scores up top. The Witch wins 9 to 7 to 5. And the White Knight mostly played spoiler. I mean, he didn't really, because the Witch would have had the top points anyway. Witch probably should have learned a spell, because that's a quick 2 points for her, and she is good at it, typically. So it's sometimes hard to, well, I mean, look, she got caught. This is the cycle I always fear, by the way. So if we look, from here to here, you can't, you're not, I'm not highlighting it. From day 18 to day 26, she was trying to thief the, she was trying to be thieving. So she spent a whole week doing that. And that sort of killed her momentum. That is the danger. For the swordsman, I think I should have been maybe a little more aggressive when the White Knight was getting killed by the octopus, and I could have maybe jumped in there and drawn the sort of drawn the octopus off or paralyzed it while it was eating the White Knight, and maybe that would have done like, what is it when it flips? No, it's still not. It's the blowgun is still not fast enough to auto hit the thing, and so it could have been a disaster for him. But he could have had 2 or 3 shots maybe on that thing, and I mean that's just sort of how it goes. He probably could have played it such that. So yeah, I should have been more aggressive with him. 100%. In retrospect, I screwed up his dealings with the octopus because if he has that weapon alerted even, it hits faster, so he could have guaranteed a hit before the thing hits him. So that was a mistake, and that put him behind the curve. So I have to rethink that. Whenever I have that blowgun and some of those creatures, like the White Knight's not really fast enough to make that work, but the Swordsman's fast enough to make that work. He could have dodged around those, just playing an M4 and then playing the blowgun. He probably wins that fight, captures that guy. He captures him like a a week earlier, and his game is totally different. So something to think about. And I do not play a perfect game by any stretch. Make a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors in judgment. But I hope it was at least enjoyable. Final score is 9 to 7 to 5. Thank you for watching, and you have a good evening.